was a hardcore punk rock band was looking for a bassist, and I'm definitely not a member of that community nor a listener of that music, but I found it a really intriguing opportunity to kind of explore and document this subculture. So I said, sure, I'll try out for the band. I played bass, and I guess they liked my personality and jokes, and they hired me on to play, and together we wrote a sort of a suite of songs and started practiced about twice a week, started playing shows, and got pretty well known in that community. So my experience based on being in this band, hanging out with the members of the band and figuring out their lives, sort of documenting it, that's the result of what I've been showing. When people first think of hardcore punk music, I think the first thing that comes to mind is sort of loudness, sort of crassness, or just something really, really blatantly loud and hard. And I really wanted to do the opposite of that, sort of highlight the quiet moments of the band. In between the songs were exactly as you would expect. They were loud, fast, and I mean it was hardcore punk rock. But in between the songs, there was quiet conversations, kind of insightful banter. I really was interested in those moments, and the space where we practiced and performed sometimes was a really dirty, kind of grungy space. But I made a blueprint photogram of it at night. So the result is this very quiet shadow of a place, and then the accompanying sound pieces are these very quiet conversations. So I wanted it to be a very minimal, soft, quiet piece about this community that's normally associated with loud, harsh sounds and sights. The process that I use is a process I've been using in my practice for a while. It's the large blueprint. How it works is I go into a space, I remove everything from the walls, and then I hang up this light-sensitive blueprint paper, sort of like wallpaper. I then put everything back in its spot as it was. Mind you, this is all done in the dark. And then I turn on lights to start exposing the paper. So everything in the room casts its shadow onto the paper, and its definition varies depending on how close it is to the paper. After it's been exposed for the right amount of time, I then kill the lights, move all the equipment or furniture back towards the center of the room, take down the paper, bring it back to my studio and develop it. And then it's a static image. The exposures can last anywhere from an hour to a day or two, depending on the light entering the room. So this was a basement, so this was a fairly long exposure. It went over the course of an evening.